legit.
2020, the year Bitcoin reaches $1 million. Earlier this year, John McAfee, the world's pioneer in digital security, famously and controversially predicted Bitcoin's price to reach $1 million USD per token by the end of 2020. This forecast looks very dubious at a time in which Bitcoin is struggling to stay over $5,000, let alone $10,000. So how can you make sense of this in the current crypto climate? Let's try and find out. In this article, we will take the $1 million prediction seriously, look at current and past data and explain to you why it's actually possible for BTC to reach the $1 million mark, even if it doesn't look very probable as things stand right now. The token's growth would need to be small but exponential for it to reach the $1 million mark by December 2020. More specifically, it should grow at 0.048% daily. The thing is, Bitcoin has had that kind of growth for most of its existence. We'll take this May as a reference point. On that month, the price was at $9,000, and at that moment the prediction curve fitted perfectly with the coin's market performance. And before May the actual price outperformed the exponential prediction curve seriously. Then it started to go down, and it's been way away from the expectations ever since. For BTC to be back on track with CFE prediction, it should be at $35,000 in just 3 months, and break the $100,000 barrier by next September. It doesn't look like the most plausible way for the market to develop. But let's remember the past. There was a time in which it seemed impossible for Bitcoin to reach the value of a single dollar. But it happened. Then the new psychological mark became $10.00, and it also happened. Then in time, it reached 100, 1,000, 10,000 and got as high as 17,000. Each of those prices was considered to be an impossible milestone at some point in the past, and they all happened anyway. And the same thing happened every time. Every Bitcoin aficionado ended up wishing they would have entered the market earlier. Bitcoin has shown tremendous resilience. It's had 4 serious bear runs over the last 10 years, and it's come back with a vengeance, reaching unsuspected heights every time. You also have to take into account that the crypto market is still in diapers. It's yet to mature. Adoption in the mainstream is happening all over the world, but it's not high enough for the market to respond to real-world usability and economic principles, but it's still driven by speculative pressure. This will happen as the market matures, and it will change the game not only for Bitcoin but everybody, as it will drive demand and market value up. So, will BTC surpass the $1 million mark by December 2020? We think it will. But we are not your financial advisors, so you should do your own research and homework so you can decide correctly if this is a good time to enter the market or hodl Bitcoins you already own. Just remember that this is a market in which the rational and patient players will win big, and speculators that take gut decisions will lose heavily. Which kind would you like to be?